Hi guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Ash.
And this is F1 Fanatics. Welcome back to another race preview, and we are looking ahead to the United States Grand Prix at COTA, and it is a pretty entertaining track, pretty fun track from there, and it is the last back-to-back weekend. Obviously we were in Mexico last week and we are in just a little bit north in the United States this week. As usual in our race previews, we will go through some stats about the track. We will have Mike's amateur lap before going into a look at last year's race, and then our thoughts ahead of this week's race in US COTA. Right, so Ash, should we get started with those stats?
That's where you come in.
Correct, it is where I come in. So it is a 56 lap race. It is a 5.513 kilometre track, not too far behind Spa actually in terms of track length. It is, and the lap record is held by Lewis Hamilton in last year, and it is a 1:37.392. Ashley, over to your circuit stats.
Okay, so the first time that COTA appeared on the F1 calendar was in 2012, and the race was a standout because
it was Lewis Hamilton's last win with McLaren.
It was.
We discussed this pre-camera.
Yeah, I did tell him. He didn't know that one, but there we go. So joined in 2012. Hamilton obviously been very successful in COTA. Won one of his world championships there.
I believe so, yeah.
Sealed one of them there.
He's going to seal another one there.
Going to get a second one there. And if you look at the track and think that it is incredibly familiar, that is... You're sneezing again.
I try.
Anyway, if you look at the track and you think it looks familiar, that's because it is. So you've got turn one that is very Austria-esque. You've then got...
Just in reverse.
Just in reverse. You've then got the complex of turn 3 through to turn 6, which is a mirror of...
Suzuka.
Close. It's Maggots and Beckett's that it was designed on.
It's
Suzuka as well. It's also the Senna S's.
A bit like Mexico as well. Through turns 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, and then I'm going to test you on this one. Turn 15. Which track is that designed on?
I haven't done the amateur lap. Yeah, I can't remember. Turn 15. I don't know, Ash.
It's actually designed on the stadium section of Hockenheim.
Stadium section of Hockenheim. There you go, guys.
So yeah,
the US Grand Prix at COTA is basically the F1 greatest hits.
It's Herman Tilke's version of my favourite parts.
Best of album.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not album. Album.
But yeah, it is, as she said, it's made up of his favourite parts of tracks, evidently.
And you know what, he's designed a lot of tracks, he's entitled to, and you know what, I quite like the US Grand Prix track. I think it generally leads to pretty good races. I know it's not necessarily biggest fan. I know the American fans of F1 really love it because it has given the US a home for their Grand Prix, and obviously since 2012 it's been a regular in the Grand Prix, and I don't see it leaving there anytime soon. You'd only get a bonus race maybe in Miami in the future.
I like the track. The one thing I'd say against it is the wide runoff areas. It encourages pushing track limits.
They can do something about that though.
They can.
It's adjustable.
They can do. And if you watched IndyCar last year at COTA, they didn't really care about track limits.
No.
They just went where they felt like.
Yeah, why not? Hey, no one's going to stop you.
But yeah, that's
Take the liberty. Yeah. Not the statue. But guys, that probably rounds up. That was probably the most fun stats section we've had in terms of there. But now we lead into Mike's Amateur Lap, which is a virtual guide of the track. I think if you want a more detailed on the racing lines, I claim to be no expert on the racing lines. I know Chazza HD does do his track guide. Mike's Amateur Lap is more just kind of go through the track, gives you the virtual, gives some ideas of where you might overtake, and the kind of highlights of what to see on the side, and usually a mistake, because it wouldn't be an amateur lap without a mistake. But guys, here it is, enjoy.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another Mike's Amateur Lap. As you can see, we are at COTA, the Circuit of the Americas, and I'm in the Haas car at their home Grand Prix. So let's get into this amateur lap. So here we go. This is kind of like a Herman Tilke's greatest hit circuit here. That is turn 1. It's similar to the turn 1 at Austria, and I went very wide there. Then we move into the almost Maggots and Beckett's or Senna S style circuit of the track. A very satisfying part of the circuit if you get it right. But yeah, certainly a circuit of the track that's technical and not much overtaking. Although at the start of the Grand Prix, Lance Stroll did take out Fernando Alonso and he wasn't very happy there. Moving round into, we're approaching the big long straight at the end. You can go a bit of late braking in here and attempt an overtake, but this back part of the circuit is probably where you're going to see the most overtaking done. So this is the second DRS zone, and yes, great place for overtaking, not only because yeah, you've got the DRS, but you also have a heavy braking corner here where there is a good opportunity to overtake. Is where Sebastian Vettel and Daniel Ricciardo were fighting last year, and then into turns 13 and 14, and this is where they made contact with the wheels and Vettel spun out again. Oh, we made a habit of it last year. Oh, another lock up there. We then move into the sweeping corners of 16, 17 and 18. A very difficult place to overtake. It can be pretty much flat out if you get the right line through it, but very technically difficult. There is turn 19 where track limits are often abused. Moving into turn 20, the last corner on the track, and there you go guys, losing it a bit on the end of the lap there. Hope you enjoyed. That is another Mike's Amateur Lap, and now for the rest of the preview.
So there you go guys, that is another Mike's Amateur Lap, and if you haven't figured out, Haas, you've just watched. Because Haas are the American team, so we've gone, oh, USA, and gone full Team Haas, love Haas.
We really should have filmed this in Vegas.
Should have done.
We should have just sat in the room filming it.
We should have done.
Yeah. Then it was really...
Missed opportunities. We're not good at this.
With hindsight.
We try. Sometimes these good ideas might come to the right thing. And as you can tell, guys, as we're sitting here, we did not win our trip to COTA.
Flight's tomorrow.
We did not win our trip to COTA. But guys, we'll take a quick look at the 2018 race, and we're going to do it in a slightly new format in terms of not going too much into detail. We're just really going to be doing brief points. So, Kimi Raikkonen wins for the first time in 113 attempts, breaking the longest record between Grand Prix victories.
Talking of Ferrari there, Vettel span again.
Hamilton didn't secure the title, but came close in a third. Good on-track action battling though between him and Max Verstappen, and him and Sebastian Vettel as well.
Kimi Raikkonen.
Oh, Kimi Raikkonen, that's the one. Sebastian was well out of it. Sorry, Seb.
Daniel Ricciardo didn't finish the race once again.
And Fernando Alonso was taken out by Lance Stroll, and fair to say, very frustrated by F1. And no surprise, although I'm wearing a shirt, it's no surprise that he's no longer wearing... No, I'm not. I was wearing that in the other video. I'm wearing a Haas shirt. God, I've forgotten even what I'm wearing anymore. Right, basically... Yeah, exactly. So many shirts. This problem with having too many F1 shirts, you lose track of which one you're actually wearing on each day. Fernando Alonso didn't want to be in F1. Yeah, there you go. It was going very well until I mucked up on the shirt front. But anyway, guys, a look ahead to this year's race. For me, Lewis Hamilton wins the title this weekend.
I was going to say, can I make a bold prediction?
What was it going to be?
Hamilton winning the world.
I mean,
it's not a bold prediction.
No,
it's going to.
Bold predictions are in the later part of the video anyway.
Look, we can't do any prediction with regards to the Drivers' Championship. We were going to do a nice permutations video. We're going to tell you everything that could happen that would lead to Hamilton winning the championship, but I'm going to do it nice and simply now. Bottas wins the race, Hamilton needs to finish 8th. If Bottas doesn't win the race, Hamilton wins the championship. It would have been a very boring video if we did that on its own.
Would have been indeed. Yeah, I mean, congratulations to Lewis Hamilton on winning his 6th Drivers' World Championship. Is basically the 2019 preview of the US Grand Prix.
That is effectively the main thing that's going to be talked about this weekend.
Congratulations to McLaren becoming 4th in the Constructors' Championship. And congratulations to Racing Point for finishing 5th, as Renault are disqualified from every race this year.
What?
I thought I'd just get on the congratulations thing.
Okay.
It's a celebration, Kota.
Yeah, everyone can celebrate.
Right, yeah. And
Williams can celebrate that the season's almost over. Haas can celebrate the fact it's a home race where both cars finish.
Oh God! Right, we've gone off on one.
Alpha can celebrate that Giovinazzi signed up for another year.
Exactly. I mean, how that's not been confirmed already, because they keep the Hulkenberg story going. Ooh, Hulkenberg, when he stay?
Hulkenberg can celebrate that he's got the Alpha seat. I don't know.
One of them. We haven't even got to the bold predictions, and this preview has already gone completely wacky. Anyway, we'll steer it back on track and not use those kind of wide track limits that Kota allows us to have. That's what we do, and we're taking advantage.
Exactly.
If we're not combined, we're off on the bend. Ones to watch. Ones to watch, Constructor Ash. Who are you going for? Put you on the spot there.
You have, and I wasn't expecting to do this right now. Let's go with Renault.
Cool. Any reason why?
I haven't said them yet as a one to watch.
It's a good point.
So that's a valid one to do, but I think it's going to be a race where...
So are you predicting that Daniel Ricciardo will finish?
Daniel Ricciardo will finish at Cocha this year, but I think it's more the fact that the performances have been building and the battle between them and McLaren has got closer in terms of track performance. And I just want to see...
Tell you what, would be a nice on-track battle between Carlos Sainz and Ricciardo.
I want to see it. Carlos Sainz having a good battle with Ricciardo and Hulkenberg battling Lando Norris. I don't want any bad luck for any of them, and I actually want to see them go racing.
Go racing. For me, constructor to watch out for is Haas. I thought one of us had to go for it, as we've gone full team Haas on this. Just basically because this is the last chance that they will have to score any constructors points this year, I think, because they'll be going all in, trying to attract new sponsors, trying to have a good performance. Romain Grosjean before last week obviously had got a couple of performances into Q3. Maybe hopefully everything can nicely come together. Magnussen and Grosjean can qualify well, and one of them or both of them can finish in the points, and they can have a nice end to 2019. It's a ones to watch.
Yep, you can look out for it.
Not happening. No, it will happen. I'm positive.
Okay.
Which means ones to watch driver-wise.
Lance Stroll.
Lance Stroll. What about him?
He's my driver to watch.
Any particular reason?
Yeah, he's going to get out of Q1.
That is a bold call. Into Q3?
I wouldn't go that far because I think the top 10 is going to, for qualifying, will end up being Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren and Renault. So there's no place for him, but he'll get into Q2 and potentially end up finishing in the points, because as we've seen, starting on the soft tyres is not always the best.
And
there's a bold prediction in there somewhere.
There is somewhere. Oh, for me, driver to watch. Max Verstappen. I'm going to back him that he's actually reining in all the whatever he's done. He's actually very good at the US Grand Prix as well. So I'm going to back Max Verstappen to get a podium. In this one, I'm not sure where he's going to finish on that podium. Unlikely to be one, but I thought it was unlikely that he would get another shot or a pole position this year, and he did that in Mexico. So for me, Max Verstappen is going to finish on the podium. He's my driver, ones to watch.
Okay.
Means I think we kind of gave our general thoughts, which was Hamilton will be champion, there isn't really much to play. We're now getting to that stage of the season where there isn't really much to play for any of the teams. Williams, Haas and Alpha have gone into 2020 mode. Racing Point and Toro Rosso have got a nice little battle, trying to get sixth. Renault, I think, have probably got a car good enough that even with the disqualification in Japan, they'll have enough in fifth. And McLaren, we've known for a long while, have got fourth in the constructors. And then the rest of them doesn't really matter. It's just playing for pride and ego points going into 2020 to almost double bluff each other.
Pretty much.
Right, that was general review. So I suppose it means on to who we think will be the rookie of the weekend.
George Russell. I'm going to keep saying it, and he's going to get into Q2 as well. If I keep saying it, it's going to happen.
I love the optimism.
I'm concerned as to who's dropping out, considering Lance Stroll and George Russell getting into Q2.
I'm going to go for Lando Norris, because Lando Norris deserves a bit of luck and he deserves a good performance. He's going to beat Carlos Sainz, Ricciardo and Hulkenberg, and he's going to be rookie of the weekend.
Okay.
Which moves us on nicely to our 3 bold predictions. Would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
You can go first. I've only got one in the head at the moment.
That's all right. That's why you're asking me to go first. I don't really know. Their bold predictions are... Lando could kind of classify there. Haas to finish in the points. One of. I'm not going to get greedy here. Yeah, although it is bold. So no, both Kevin Magnussen and Grosjean will finish in the points at COTA. That's bold prediction number 1. Oh, this is exciting. Bold prediction number 2. Verstappen and Albon will secure a Red Bull 1-2.
Yeah, bold.
Yeah, Hamilton 3 still wins the championship because Bottas doesn't win, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's still a champion. And bold prediction number 3. Carlos Sainz is taken ill before the race, and Fernando Alonso drives and gets taken out in turn 1 by Lance Stroll.
Yeah, I saw that one coming. The minute you said it. Okay. Yeah, they're bold.
I mean, I think the last one's impossible. I don't even know if he's in the country. He's preparing for a rally in Dakar, isn't he?
Yes.
He's going to compete in that one, so yeah.
Okay then, I've got to go some then for my bold predictions.
Yeah, beat that.
Okay, so the top 10, as I said for qualifying as what I thought it was going to be, it's going to finish that in the race, but they're going to finish 2 by 2.
2 by 2. Yeah.
So you're going to get Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, McLaren, Renault.
Cool.
2 by 2 all the way through. That's how they're going to finish.
Nice, neatly packaged cars.
Exactly.
Superb.
Doesn't happen often, so go for it. We're going to see a Williams get into Q2, being George Russell, but Robert Kubica is not going to qualify 20th.
19th?
Maybe. He's just not going to qualify 20th.
Is he not going to qualify at all?
I'm not going to put that on there, because then if that happens...
Look at this, very vague. Just put it...
Roman Grosjean is going to be 20th.
Aww.
Well, it's going to be a hat.
Don't say that.
Why?
Well, look at what we're wearing.
Yeah, but...
It's their home Grand Prix, we've got a big
I
arm.
don't think K-Mag's going to finish
We're
20th.
part of helping their sponsorship deal for next year.
Yeah, so Roman Grosjean's going to start 20th, but he's going to finish like 11th.
First. Excellent, yeah.
No, he's not going to win. I can't have him winning, can I? Because my first bold prediction.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, we are going to have...
That sound great, though.
It's better than 20th.
I suppose so. Right, last one. Here we go.
So... Can't think of another one. Let's have a go. Let's go for something completely random that's never going to happen. That if it does, I'm going to look like a genius.
What, you mean like Fernando Alonso coming in for Carlos Sainz?
No, I was thinking something along the lines of saying Lewis Hamilton comes away from the US and not being the drivers' champion, but mathematically, that can't
Well, he could
happen.
retire.
even if he retires, he still wins it though. Unless Bottas wins the race. Ooh. But then 2x2 can't happen. No, let's go with... Into turn 1, 3 cars are going to end up joining together and becoming like some supercar.
It's not bloody Transformers. What are you on about? Why don't you go with something like Kimi Raikkonen announces his retirement and Hulkenberg is announced as Alpha driver?
Because that's not going to happen. 3 cars are going to collide into turn 1 and they're going to get stuck together.
Okay. To form supercar.
Yeah, you know, like the video of the MotoGP when the 2 bikes got stuck together, and the cars are going to do that.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
picturesque. And that rounds off another race preview. And as you can tell, our race previews used to be something as serious and maybe even informative before the race. They now descend into utter carnage and quite.
Oh no, I've done that, but in play, I've said that 20 cars are going to finish. They can't drive around together.
Well, that's when you're trying to accurately predict things. The 3 bold predictions are things that very unlikely will happen, but it'll be incredibly
Can I change that one to the Kimi Raikkonen one? I like that.
Oh, right, okay, fine. There you go. Still
Supercar's not going to happen.
4 bold predictions.
Supercar's not going to happen, but Kimi Raikkonen's going to announce his retirement, and they're going to come out and say that Antonio Giovinazzi and Nico Hulkenberg will be the drivers for next season.
Incredible scenes here. Incredible scenes. And like I said, that rounds off another race preview. We've lost it. Yeah. We've lost all credibility.
No, we haven't, because
we've gained credibility.
Yeah, because this one, we're not meant to be serious with our predictions.
Exactly. And it makes it fun for you and very fun for us.
I should start thinking about my bold predictions for Brazil so that I've got them.
Exactly. Guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
Make sure to press the subscribe button so that our videos are going into your YouTube inbox. And if you press the bell icon, you will get a notification of when one of these videos are live, and you'll be able to see what crazy bold predictions we have made for the race.
And guys, you can comment below with your ones to watch from the weekend, with your bold predictions and who you think will be Rookie of the Weekend, and probably your thoughts on Lewis Hamilton winning a 6th Drivers' World Championship. I know it's not confirmed, things can go wrong, we can jinx it, but it's pretty much in the bag for him. But guys, thanks for watching, and you F1 fans, remember, keep racing.